Never save money. This lesson didn't come from a book. It came from watching a man lose years of his life holding on to coins that slowly turned into nothing. In a quiet rural village, there lived an old man named Hassan. People didn't hate him, they just stopped expecting anything from him. Every morning, while others went to work, Hassan sat beneath a wide neem tree on a broken wooden chair. He talked about big plans. "One day I'll start a small business," he would say. "One day I'll buy land. One day life will change." But days turned into years, and years turned into silence. Villagers stopped laughing. They began to feel sorry for him. His wife, Amina, worked quietly inside the house. One evening she said softly, "Dreams don't cook food. Effort does." Hassan shrugged. "There's always tomorrow." But tomorrow never came. Life became harder. Prices rose. Work became scarce. One night, his grandson Yusuf, thin and barefoot, whispered, "Grandpa, is there anything to eat?" Amina opened the cupboard. It was empty. That moment crushed Hassan more than hunger ever could. Dreams could not be eaten. Ideas could not fill a stomach. The next morning, ashamed and tired before the day even began, Hassan went to the fields to work as a daily laborer. The sun burned his skin. The soil cut his hands. His back bent lower each day. While working, he whispered to himself, "This feels like a prison." At night, he returned home exhausted. Dinner was simple. Too simple. Yusuf asked, "What did you earn today, Grandpa?" Hassan looked at the few coins in his hand. "Not much, but it's something." But the money never stayed. Food took it. Medicine took it. Repairs took it. Week after week, nothing changed. One afternoon at the village shop, Hassan overheard men talking loudly. "The secret is saving," one said. "If you save money, you're safe." Those words stayed in Hassan's mind. That night, he found a glass jar and hid it under the bed. Every week, after buying only the bare minimum, he dropped coins into it. The sound gave him hope. One day, Yusuf found the jar. "What is this?" "Our future," Hassan said proudly. But saving came with pain. Shoes were not replaced. Food became less. Plates were never full. Amina finally spoke, her voice heavy. "What is the use of saving if we stay hungry?" Hassan answered quietly, "One day this will protect us." Months passed. The jar filled. Hassan believed he was becoming safer. One morning, he went to the market and placed the money on the counter. "I want grain," he said. The seller counted and shook his head. "Prices have gone up. This buys much less now." Hassan froze. "Money loses value," the seller said calmly. That night, Hassan counted the coins again and again. They never grew. Yusuf asked, "So why do we save, Grandpa?" Hassan had no answer. Days grew darker. Hunger stayed. One morning, sitting outside, Hassan watched neighbors pass by. One carried eggs. Another carried milk. They didn't look afraid. Suddenly, Hassan remembered something Yusuf once said long ago. "What if we raise chickens?" This time, Hassan listened. He took the last of the saved money and bought a few weak chickens. When they ran into the yard, Yusuf laughed like he hadn't in months. "Now we have our own factory," he said. At first, they found only 1 or 2 eggs a day. They ate some, they sold some. With the money, they bought another chicken. Hassan wrote everything in a small notebook. Every egg mattered. Weeks passed. The yard grew noisy. Neighbors came to buy eggs. For the first time, work felt meaningful. One afternoon, Hassan held an egg and said, This is worth more than a jar of money. It feeds us, it grows, it creates more. Yusuf hugged him tightly. So you're not lazy anymore? Hassan smiled with wet eyes. No, my child, I finally understood. The jar stayed forgotten under the bed. And whenever someone talked about saving money, Hassan pointed to the chickens and said, money sitting still disappears. Money working creates life. Start small, but make it grow. That's how a man once called useless learned the most important lesson of his life. Never save money. Make it work.